Hello, everybody, and welcome back once more to Ace Attorney. I am TheOutbackAl.
I'm Hot for Justice.
I'm Chibi Noob.
I'm NV Jitters.
And I'm CheerandCosplay.
We're getting the truth, possibly, out of Lana. Finally. Let's do this.
When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that suit of armor's sword.
It's a spear, but whatever.
Yeah. Emma and Drake were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it all really was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent. Unbelievable! The body was impaled on the armor's sword?
Spear.
Yeah.
You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof.
Actually, I do have proof. I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning.
Huh? What? To me?
Yeah. It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. I thought it might be needed.
But I don't remember receiving a picture like that.
Lana must have known. Lana must have known to stop and take photos when she saw two men dead and her sister unconscious.
Lana must
That
have,
and a quick selfie.
Lana must have also known that you wouldn't figure it out.
See, Mr. Wright, she really does have faith in you.
No, she doesn't.
Wow. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please present this picture.
I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana.
Lana said she gave it to you this morning, right?
Oh god, that was a very long time ago.
It was. It was like, what, 2 years ago?
I have no idea.
Oh. I seem to remember getting something from her then.
Stop reading
That's
my
not
mind.
me. Let's check that evidence again.
There must be a picture in there somewhere. See? How does it feel?
What's the last
sure
thing
it's
we
in the
got
book.
is this.
I mean, yeah, we did get the evidence law thing. Should we check that?
Yeah.
Can we open it?
We can look and
Rotate.
see. Yeah.
Like the picture of the death.
Wait.
Wait. Right.
Stop. Go.
Right.
Look.
There's something
up
in the back?
A little bit. Flip it over, maybe, or flip it a little bit more.
Slightly.
Okay.
To the side.
Oh, do you see that? No, too far. Wait. Do you see the little thing? It's like a little bookmark. Stop.
I do, but
Move
I
the
can't
mouse.
get to it.
Move the mouse.
It's not the mouse, it's keys.
Okay, which keys are which?
It's too hard. Oh wait, let
There
me
we
click
go.
on this
There.
first.
Oh,
There we go.
Oh!
Oh.
Hey, there's a picture in here. I wish I would have cracked open this law book at some point in my life. Gruesome.
Dang.
Oh, but look at his shirt.
Oh my. This is the actual crime scene. This is a corpse.
No other detective saw the crime scene like this. Because I contacted criminal affairs only after I rearranged everything.
Last picture inserted into the court record.
Mr. Wright,
Emma.
that piece cut out from his vest. Could that be...
The cloth we found inside Chief Gant's safe.
Oh.
What's this?
This is a handprint, isn't it? That cloth, it had fingerprints on it. Whoever's fingerprints those are must be the real murderer.
Weren't they yours?
Yeah.
But those fingerprints, they're yours, Emma.
Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright?
It's a new shade I'm trying out. Do you think Edgeworth will like it?
Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer.
Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Again.
Actual crime scene.
When I arrived, I found...
No, I didn't do that.
Oh, what about your
Hello,
lunch?
sir.
What happened to lunch, man?
Come now, Udgy. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen.
Chief Gant, you're back.
What? Now you want me to make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense.
You
Get
can't.
out of here.
I'm afraid it's too late for that.
What?
You already declined to testify. That means you're forfeited your right to make statements of any sort.
This must be that risk we were talking about earlier.
Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck.
Wow.
Ah, so what? You think I'm worried? Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make any statements.
What do you mean?
This is a statement.
Mm-hmm.
The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence.
Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean... you still have some conclusive evidence?
No, I don't. But someone does.
Shit.
Someone?
So, what's your excuse, Righto?
Eh?
Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death?
It just proves they were knocked over, not that it caused their death.
Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt?
Is this true, Mr. Wright?
If I show that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as a murderer. Sounds good.
Wow. Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence presented now, and if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries.
What do I do now? I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision.
Should we save?
Yeah, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, can we show him cloth? No.
I mean, I think that's the evidence.
Yeah.
Should I present that piece of evidence? The one that
Yes.
shows who really can prosecute a macho? I mean, we might as well. Let's do it. I
Nice.
guarantee you he fabricated it somehow.
You got opinions, Gav?
Yeah,
I do have opinions.
What's your opinion?
I do have his opinions as well.
You
Cece,
don't
what's
wanna
your
show
opinion?
There wasn't any blood on the cloth, was there?
No.
No.
But his vest was all bloody in the photo.
yes.
That's
Yeah.
true. Can we
So
look
he
at the
was
court
stabbed.
record?
After.
Yeah, let's look at the court record.
Yeah, let's take a look at that picture.
Yeah, I
No,
was gonna
back,
say
back.
it's
You were there.
based on where the blood
One
is.
more.
That piece should
No.
be bloody.
Yeah, back. The it's a
Sorry.
new piece. Right there.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, that
Gotcha.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it
There's-
was taken before he got stabbed.
So if we
Yeah.
present it and we show that there's no blood on it, then it must have been taken before he was stabbed. So yes, she pushed him, but not into the thing.
So no, we cannot show conclusive evidence.
Yeah.
So wait, what do you mean? Oh.
There's no blood on it.
They're asking for evidence that proves who killed Prosecutor Marshall. That doesn't prove that she killed him.
Yeah. Okay. So we go no?
Yeah. So we go cannot show evidence.
Cool. Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time.
What? You lie.
Chief Gant?
You opened my safe. I knew what you took was inside. The conclusive evidence.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together.
Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it.
What are you talking about, Chief Gant?
Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this photograph. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area?
It looks like part of it's been cut out for some reason.
You mean you had this in your safe?
What? That means you, the chief of police, have been concealing evidence. This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department. He walked into that one.
Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Righto.
You know, for someone who's not allowed to testify, you sure are testifying a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I can't let you just pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened.
What? You mean you admit to it?
What happened to the I'm not allowed to testify?
There's no rules anymore. It's just free-for-all.
Ugh.
I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana.
So you really were manipulating her.
I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, that when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid.
So you assisted Miss Sky.
I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room.
And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Drake convicted.
When I tampered with the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. That was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you.
2 pieces of evidence? You mean those items in your safe?
But why?
Pourquoi?
For insurance, of course.
Insurance.
I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed.
You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence?
What do you take me for? A fool? I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jaw fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off all the pieces.
But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar too?
Good point.
Oh. Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I keep one more item for insurance.
You mean that piece of cloth?
Come on, Righto. Cough it up already. I know that you have it.
What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright?
So you admit to it then, Chief Gant, that you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's chest in your safe.
Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present.
Foolish move, Righto. You should have known it. You should have shown it then before it was too late.
It's been a long battle, but the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine. Should we save just in case?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we show it, are we thinking it's gonna be like... Or do we not show it because like, well, this doesn't prove that she's the murderer because of the blood thing? Or do we show it and be like, yeah, but it doesn't have the blood? I don't know which way it's gonna go.
I think we should show it.
We might as well. Okay. We got a save file.
Because we got him to admit that he fabricated the evidence, so...
Yeah. Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now.
Alright then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered Prosecutor Marshall.
So this thingy, but it don't got no blood. Ow. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest.
Oh, yes! At last you finally brought it out into the open.
There's a handprint on this piece of cloth.
Your Honor, the prosecution requests that immediately be sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather, there must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly.
You mean...
It could not have been forged. It must be authentic, conclusive evidence.
Rada.
You're slow in the uptake as ever, Worthy.
What?
Think about it. Righto had it all this time to present this evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be?
You mean you already know? You know whose fingerprints are on that?
Mr. Wright, do you really know?
Oh,
Yep.
yes. Yes, I do.
Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they?
Very well. I'll tell you.
Oh boy.
It should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. All
Everything is
according to
proceeding
plan.
as I have foreseen.
All according to Kaikaku. Or Keikaku.
I mean, they're Emma's.
Yeah, Keikaku. Yeah, they're Emma's.
The person to whom these fingerprints belong to is...
Emma Sky? Oh.
What? They're mine?
I'm sorry, Emma. I'm not sorry, Emma.
But why? Why didn't you tell me?
Your face right now, that's the reason.
You're really something, Righto. You knew this girl did it all along. And you still tried to pin the murder on me.
So it's true. Tragic, but true. this girl really did shove Prosecutor Marshall to his death. How could you? You monster!
Just wait.
Ms. Sky. You knew whose fingerprints those were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't.
Miss Sky, it's not over yet.
What? Huh?
I said this trial isn't over yet.
But I'm afraid it is over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career, too. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence.
You purposely concealed evidence too.
That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy.
Not our donut.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer? Are you done?
Before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up.
Oh, and what's that?
Well, who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall?
What?
Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask? Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask?
It was Emma Sky, wasn't it?
I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction.
What? A contradiction? What is this fool blabbling about?
Ow. I'm talking about a contradiction, one that proves who the real killer is.
Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth. What could it possibly contradict?
Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth. It's part of the picture, right?
A donut.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Let's do this.
And what exactly is this supposed to be?
This is the picture Miss Sky took. Take a good look at it. See where the piece of his vest was cut out?
Yes. His shirt is showing underneath. It's hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, though.
Exactly my point. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs are no doubt were punctured, blood poured out of his mouth.
Oh, that piece of cloth. Wait, there's no blood on it.
Thank you.
Well, since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt she shoved the prosecutor aside. Ow. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time. Spear, I mean.
No, this is nonsense.
Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside.
He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out.
If so, then tell me, who could have been? Who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Sky, picked up the unconscious prosecutor, and impaled him on the armor's spear?
Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that they then broke on purpose to leave behind as a clue, and make Lana believe her sister did it.
Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest. Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer.
No!
It's finally over. Oh, it's finally over.
Woo! No!
Who objected now?
Oh, him.
Oh, that was close, Wright. You almost had me. Sorry, but you'll have to do better than that. I refute your allegations.
What do you mean you refute his allegations?
You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence.
Yeah, okay.
Order. Order! What nonsense is this?
Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict the suspect. Remember, Uji? Earlier, old Wright here concealed that piece of cloth. So then what you will choose, right? Yeah.
Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this time. You asked us if it was to present as who the murderer was, but we could not conclusively say that it was the murderer, because you were the murderer, and you proved it.
Yep.
The defense did refuse to present the evidence. The evidence did refuse to present the defense. I was having a stroke, I'm sorry.
At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence.
But that's not fair.
Did you actually think you could beat me in court? It looks like the last laugh is on you, son.
I love him just casually standing there like, no, that's not true.
I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. What? Well, Mr. Edgeworth?
True. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person, assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal.
Well, Mr. Wright? Is it illegal?
It seems at last. The time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived.
Oh boy. Mr. Wright, do you admit to it? That you purposefully and legally concealed this piece of cloth?
I did not. I didn't do it. It's not true. I admit I refused to present it at one point.
So the evidence is illegal?
No, it isn't, Mr. Gant. It's not that I didn't present evidence then. It's that I couldn't.
What do you mean you couldn't?
Ow. There were certain procedures involved when presenting evidence.
No, Uji, don't listen to his lies.
There's only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not?
Very well, let us settle this once and for all. No. Earlier you refused to present the evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, do so now.
Okay, so the book, right?
Not the book on evidence law.
Yeah, because it says...
No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Okay, I mean, Rule 2 basically says it.
Yep.
Ow. This is my proof, Yana. Evidence law.
I love the picture.
Which you would think the judge would know, you know, since he's a judge.
Yeah.
What's this?
I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Amish guy's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. Ow. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth and nothing more.
What?
Well, you see, it's written right here in this book. The second rule of evidence law.
Rule 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
Well, I found this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. It goes without saying, I did not have approval from the police department.
Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
And here's the crux of the matter. You see, at the time, it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident.
What? What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take one look at this photograph and...
Ow. Sorry, but can you recall, when was that picture presented?
That was shown only a few moments ago.
No.
He's right.
Damn right I am.
At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless.
The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant.
You yourself confessed to a certain truth.
Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest?
Yes. No!
It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth. Ah, I see now.
The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer. And there's only one person who that could be. Ow. Damon Gant, the killer was you.
No.
I think he passed out.
I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years, he's been snooping around the department trying to get something on me. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he was insisting on hounding me.
Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty.
He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Starr, convinced Bruce Goodman.
Detective Goodman?
Yes, that's right.
If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find the truth. Please, you've got to help me.
Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit.
I wish I knew when to quit, you.
He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence.
Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden he decided to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman?
Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered.
He opened his evidence locker, and as he was taking the evidence out, he said,
It's not too late. I'm going to hand all this over to Marshall.
Well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. That's when I saw it. That accursed knife.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
I couldn't just pull it out.
Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime.
Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it up. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake.
The bloody handprint. Detective Gumshoe's locker.
I used to be known as the crime computer.
Why?
But everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it.
Then you put the body in my car.
I'm sorry. I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives ever will.
Grrr.
You ruined my car, asshole.
Ow. Leaving the prosecution's car aside. How could you get Miss Sky involved in all of this?
Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth ever came out.
So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker.
I feel bad for having to do it. I also didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take.
So, you left the jar fragments and the glove.
Yeah. It looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. They all did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay.
Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that.
Tell me, Worthy. Why do you stand in court?
Me?
There's no chairs.
You... you despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me. We're the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone.
That was weird, Fade.
Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye.
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 Oh, gee.
Yes. What?
Looks like we'll have to, cancel that lunch date.
I knew it.
Sorry, old friend.
I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew you as you used to be long ago.
Misty watercolored memories.
You were once a fine investigator, and an example to others on the force.
And a heck of a good lay in the sack.
I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person.
Still a great lay, though.
No, not really.
Those days are gone now, Udgy. Thanks for the memories, though.
Even though they weren't so great.
Oh no.
Even though they weren't so great.
I'm I'm waiting for it.
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
No, I'm losing it.
Oh.
Now you have Wright here.
I'm not fucking him.
and worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already.
Melodious
I
something
couldn't
or
speak.
other.
Sounds of a new
Yeah.
beginning.
There are two things I want you to understand.
Okay. Yes?
I hate your sister. First, your sister never hurt anyone, except for me mentally. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning.
Hmm.
You see, Miss Sky? You no longer have any reason to keep silent.
You're right.
I know I am.
When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. Ooh. Gonna get an expose?
Probably.
All that I've done these past 2 years? From the time I had Gant help me forge evidence up until today. So, it seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered.
I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all your troubles.
My. What high standards you have. For a rookie.
I feel like I've been doing this a while. Am I still considered a rookie?
Yes. I can see why Mia thought so highly of you.
I mean, yeah, but it's not like we're roommates.
Who knows? A few years from now, you just might make it to the top.
I would like to be a top. Edgeworth, what you doing later?
I mean, in less than a year, we took down both the chief prosecutor and the chief of police.
Yeah, who's
So-
next? The chief judge, perhaps?
I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright.
Miss Sky.
Yes. And you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you.
It was nothing.
Liar.
I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth.
Stop it. I only did my job.
Oh, he's shy.
I got a job for you.
In light of this case, it seems a good self-examination is in order for all of us.
That's a weird thing to say.
Miss
Especially
Sky?
for you, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor. You are innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is you still acted as his accomplice.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date.
Like tomorrow?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I only got
understand,
3
Your
days.
Yeah.
Honor. Is there something amusing about all of this? Why are you smiling? Stop that. It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. Okay. Well, this trial has gone on far too long already.
Oh my god. Are
Tell
you
me.
right?
Telling us.
Yeah. Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Ms. Lana Sky, not guilty.
Oh,
Yeah, the confetti.
beautiful.
That is all. This court is adjourned. Get
Oh,
out.
wonderful. Let's get an epilogue and be done.
Great.
February 25th, 5:03 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Yep.
At long last, it's finally over. This fucking game. Ema!
Hmm.
Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't completely get off the hook. But at least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit. I mean, let's be real here. The only person who could have really gotten your sister completely off was Mia.
Yep.
And I mean that in every possible way.
Yep.
No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended.
I can see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. And you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over the past few days.
You literally just watched this.
Yeah.
You've done well.
She didn't thank me. I helped. I did my best too.
Yeah, but you suck.
Lana didn't say a word to me.
Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
Absolutely nothing, Gumshoe.
I
Go
don't
for it, baby.
know.
Oh, yes I am. I'm gonna come back later.
Okay. Goodbye.
Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it?
Bye.
Anything to not have to talk to Emma.
You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making the detective run around all while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here. I've seen half of your people at funerals. Hey, lighten up, pals. Eyeball a kid.
Sure.
Are you?
Oh, are you here because of my sister again?
Nope, not this time. I came today because of you, pal.
Me?
That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone.
So you did kind of come here because of my sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lana!
Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know.
Well, I won't tell if you won't.
You're a terrible police officer.
Emma, I owe you an apology.
It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it. I
Yeah,
don't
let's
think
wrap this
anybody else noticed you not saying my name.
That day, 2 years ago, was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming.
Oh, I scream at Emma plenty, don't worry about it.
All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess.
Sis?
I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake. But now, I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through these past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself. But I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew.
But sis, you were only doing it for me.
No.
Huh?
I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you.
Sis.
I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry.
But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now.
You're happy?
I know, I'm disappointed too.
Of course. You're off to jail. You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back to jail. And now you have.
Oh, Emma. Emma.
Why ain't that nice? No one can change the past.
Nope.
The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find the way back to our rightful path. And it is from there that we can move on toward a brighter future.
Wow.
One that doesn't involve this game hanging over our heads as an incomplete mess. At least that's what I felt, watching the two sisters make up.
Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe,
Me?
thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday at another trial. Isn't that right, Edgeworth?
Edgeworth!
Stop hiding and come over here. Say hello to your boyfriend.
He's angry.
Sup, Hot Lips? Where was he hiding?
Or would you like to know?
I just came to say, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Right, well, I'll be going now.
No,
Come back
you
here,
won't.
edgy baby.
Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened.
Yeah, you didn't do shit.
We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you.
It's too late for me.
Huh? Nani?
No matter what anyone may say, I realized today that I can't correct my mistakes.
I feel like his entire career has always been built on, like, a series of lies.
Mr. Edgeworth?
No,
I mean, wasn't Drake a serial killer anyway, so he just didn't get convicted right for the one murder, but he convicted a lot of other murders?
Yeah, I don't know.
not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right.
You want to become a defense attorney?
Yeah, I don't want to say that.
Yeah.
Flashbacks.
Just skip. Just skip.
I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known
Are we
that-
talking about vigilantism now?
I don't know. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now.
But Edgeworth.
Who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor.
That seems extreme.
Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma,
Remember that asshole?
Hmm.
Oh, he does.
were both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake.
Crimes.
Hmm.
You said in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone.
Hmm?
You're never alone. You can take my weapon. I mean, I'll be your weapon. I mean, something gay. I don't know.
You were working together with Mr. Wright. And because of that partnership,
Partnership, huh?
you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr.
As
Wright?
long as playing matchmaker.
I'll be your Mr. Right, Edgeworth. Huh? What? Yeah. What is this, pop quiz?
Come on, Mr. Wright, show him what Lana's
They
talking
ship
about.
it. Evidence.
Evidence, huh? Oh, Edgeworth, are you reading my mind already? Something that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find out on our own. What are we trying to present now?
It's our badge. Hmm.
Donut.
That might mean something to you. But I don't see how it had anything to do with our partnership.
Mr. Wright, it seems you still have a lot to learn as well.
We gotta do this again? I guess that
No.
wasn't the right piece of evidence.
That's just a bonus thing. You don't have to do it again.
It's time for me to go.
Mr. Edgeworth?
If you'll excuse me, there are still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor. Not for long.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm going to jail. What are you
Edgeworth.
talking about?
What will you do now? Because it doesn't sound like it's gonna be me.
Hmm?
Well, whatever you do, just remember. My ass is always yours. You can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. I can help you grow too, but in a different way. In the end, it's up to you.
I know.
I'll get it up.
It seems I owe you my thanks too, Wright. But what I face now is my problem.
Edgeworth, I'll always be a problem. I'll be waiting for you in court. I'll see you in court.
Farewell.
And he was never seen again.
No. I'd better be going too.
Okay, but I'll be by to visit soon.
It seems we both have a lot to learn, and catching up to do. Oh, another book! Here, this is a little something for you.
Scientific investigation?
Yeah, you know that thing you suck at?
It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well.
How old are you and that's the first book you ever bought?
Thanks, sis, I will.
And we never saw her again.
Yeah.
And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun.
Now that one's in prison and one's being shipped off overseas.
And as for me, well, I'm gonna be homeless in the next game, so you figure it out. I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own.
That's not the next game.
A journey to rediscover myself.
Yo, that's it. Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal.
Gumshoe,
Oh,
why do you
no.
ruin every moment that I have? What is it, detective?
There's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor.
He escaped, didn't he?
You see, she isn't supposed to be out of the jail like this.
But I thought you said it.
I thought you said it was okay. Shut up, Emma. These are my lines.
Well, yeah, but it may be okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story.
Oh god, she's a fugitive right now. Heh.
Basically, I had to grab a guard in order to sneak around for 30 minutes.
Okay, this is an
Gumshoe!
extremely corrupt system.
Believe me, it wasn't cheap either.
I'm not paying you.
Way to go, detective! I didn't know you had a wild side.
Oh my Emma!
Yeah, well, you see, Mr. Wright here's the one who'll be footing the bill.
Oh my god.
Actually, I could just go in there and tell the judge to bring you up on corruption charges real quick. How about that? How about that, Gumshoe?
What, you think I can afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best.
Fuck you.
Oh my god.
I didn't consent to this.
Why is it I suddenly feel like I want to scream?
Are we done yet?
Yeah, really.
Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we go all pay for it together?
Yeah, you go first and I'll meet you there.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
Wait, he didn't take cash up front?
Come on, guys, let's go.
You know, I gotta be real. It might be super easy to get out of fucking jail here. Okay. Alright, that's...
Can we skip credits?
Whew.
I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take care of blah 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 blah.
Top corner.
Okay, she's gonna be a coroner. She's no longer a prosecutor, but she'll figure it out. They'll be investigating crimes with Emma. Okay, so you're not allowed to be a prosecutor, so you're allowed to be an investigator? I don't feel like that's how it works.
No, it's really not.
Does Lana come back at all in
Nope.
any of the games?
I was gonna say, I'm like, I don't think she
Nope.
does.
And we never saw her again.
Emma does,
Yeah,
though.
Emma does.
Yeah.
Yikes, I thought I was a goner for a moment there. In the end, though, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation of the chief's office. If we're penalized to do any more, it'll be worse than firing. Yep, that's what they said. It just goes to show, can't shake me off that easily.
He's like herpes, he just keeps coming back.
Shit.
Alright, what other epilogues do we have here?
Probably Edgeworth.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
It's
get
gotta be a
to it.
fast forward button.
Oh, and
Meekins.
Marshall.
Oh
Meekins?
god, Meekins. My new mission is to guard the main entrance to take care of Billy. Can you believe it? I've been made into a security guard. My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I should know. Someday I'm gonna make detective. Yes, sir. Then I can be just like Dick Gumshoe. Yeah, you're already, getting there.
I don't know if you should emulate Mr. Gumshoe.
Yeah, we just convicted him of corruption.
Ah,
Oh boy.
The Blue Badger's his partner.
Cute.
And it's
Are we
also
done
like
yet?
he gets a little beating stick as part of his. Oh, okay, he's broke.
I guess it represents that justice is broken.
Yeah.
Gotta go full anarchy now.
there you go.
There's Jake.
What is it? Can't you see him having me a showdown with a steak lunch partner? Miss Starr managed to sneak this into me. She's seen one of the guards, it seems. Well, cowboy, looks like you did it. You even gave Bambina her life back. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water?
Oh,
So
the
what did he-
cactuses.
So what did he get arrested for?
Impersonating Bruce Goodman, I think.
Impersonating an officer of the law.
Looks like
That's
we
Yin
won't
too.
be seeing each other for a while.
I think this one was Kozi.
As
It
a fair
was
gift,
Kozi.
I put a new meal on the menu, the right way lunch. The top layer tastes as bitter as defeat, but the bottom layer's as sweet as victory. Kids seem to dig the turnabout theme. It's a hot seller around the exam time. Just make sure not to eat it backwards. That's dumb. You're dumb.
Alright, let's see Edgeworth and get it over with.
Ah,
What about Phoenix? What
Rand
happened with
and
him?
the judge.
Oh,
Judge.
Judge.
No. I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Mr. Left? Anyway, he said he's been doing something or other for, how many years? Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I'd better be... Huh? Oh no! I forgot my gavel! Sorry, gotta go!
I
There's a
hate
reason
him.
why there's a reason why retirement ages for judges, at least in America, are 75.
That's 75. Oh my
That's
god.
old.
It's way too old.
Yeah.
At least for yeah. But I mean, that's the rule.
Maya.
Oh my god, you weren't even in this game.
Ah, nothing soon, blah blah blah. Sometimes we hear you and your objections. Still, I can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium.
Mystic Maya afternoon training's about to begin.
Coming! Well, see you around, Nick.
Yeah.
Mr. Nick!
Oh man, if they're showing every... Oh no, if they're showing every character, that means Butts is gonna be in this too.
No.
No. I mean, hey, that's me. I also voiced Larry.
Oh, here we go. Maybe.
Oh,
Oh,
Edgy.
yay.
Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh, no, it's the
Oh,
butler.
the bellboy.
Mr. Edgeworth, I brought you your tea. Huh? What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm confused.
He's off on a journey to discover himself.
He just went to Coachella.
Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe.
Me neither.
By train. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. I'm a little
It's a
sad,
special
but
train.
I'll be alright. Whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book.
Is there a picture of her inside it?
Oh god.
No, she's
no.
just a moron.
She's a duck.
Pio!
Letter.
Letter!
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, there is a picture.
Cute.
Aw,
Aw.
cuties.
Perfect time to just fade out and end the game.
Yeah, they should do that. Yay! We got an achievement.
Oh my god, I actually called it.
Rise from the
Alright.
Ashes. Clear episode 5 of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
Oh.
Thank god.
Oh.
When did we start this? Like 3 years ago?
4, 5, 87, I don't know. My goodness, we will never contain this again. Shame we couldn't get to 100 episodes, but I don't give a fuck. It's over. Fantastic. Oh my god.
I love Ace
So,
Attorney.
when we play in another one of these games,
Yeah.
it's
Not for a while.
It's gonna be a while. But yeah. Alright. We will not be coming back to this next time, but we'll do something else next time. We'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, and feel free to check out some of our other gaming videos, our weekly podcast Anime Yay or Nay, or our parody series Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!